in-house thanking as well Curtis Lloyd for your leadership, comprehensive leadership of the campaign itself, and of course Peter Thomas. I want to thank you very much for your leadership and your willingness year after year to step up. I appreciate it. Robin and Kim, Sue, SA, CF, and RF. I have to always stop and say now, SA is System Administration, right? CF is the Construction Fund, and RF is the Research Foundation. And it's SEFA with a long E and a soft A. So I'm coming right along. And I do have a lot of phonetic help when I'm working on names and titles. I think Peter's going to say something a little later about the ease with which you can contribute to the SEFA campaign and to the United Way. I wanted to remind you that we have a new social media unit within SUNY's system. No one over 25, and they are bringing us into the YouTube, Facebook, Twitter world, and I'm so glad that the campaign is entering that world as well. I want to say a little bit about my own history because I think it will foreshadow the work I'd like to do for the campaign going forward. Sometime along the way, when I was still at Ohio State, I joined the board of the United Way. At Ohio State, the only campaign, I guess much like some of our community colleges, or most of them, and RF, was through the United Way, and I ended up being chairman of the board of the United Way. That tenure was interrupted by my move to Milwaukee, so I promised the people in Columbus that I would check into the United Way before I checked into the university. And what that got me was the invitation to lead the Milwaukee campaign. So I didn't end up chairing the board, but I found leading the campaign a lot more instructive than even the role as chairperson of the board. So that when I came to Cincinnati, I was really prepared to continue my role in the United Way. What I wanted to say, though, is in Milwaukee, just like SEFA, it's a multi-unit campaign, and so I've been very used to both the experience of SEFA and the experience of the United Way. And though I remind myself regularly that I'm not a campus president, it was always an issue how you would sort out the importance of the community campaign from the local campus fundraising and from other significant campaigns within the community. So we really got into a rhythm in both Milwaukee and Cincinnati that the fall would be reserved for the community campaign. And then if there were fundraising opportunities on the campus, that would be winter or spring. In Cincinnati, in the winter, you did the Fine Arts Fund, so you kind of have to roll with the community and what it has experienced over the course of the years. But I'm thinking, Curtis and Tom, that we ought to talk to our campus presidents about how we can all sort of get into the same rhythm, and talk to our presidents, of course, about their leadership role on their campuses. So as time goes by, I hope I can be a leader for system administration and for the construction fund and for the research foundation. I do believe in the reciprocal relationship between universities and their communities. I'll be talking at noon to a group of business leaders, and I'm going to be talking about anchor universities. These are institutions that are not moving their corporate headquarters, that are committed lifers who are going to stay to live and work and contribute to their communities. So I thank you for your commitment and your leadership. We have the great good fortune this morning to hear directly both from the SEFA campaign and from the United Way. In fact, I've already had a terrific one-on-one with Susan Hager and B.J. Costello. B.J. is the chairman of the State of New York United Way, and of course Susan is the CEO of the New York State United Way. And so to bring greetings and to underscore our partnership with United Way, I will introduce Susan Hager. Susan.